right, so today some of you took an exit card, some of you didn't have time to do it. So this is going to be to help you out with your homework tonight. It looks exactly like the first couple questions. Some of you said that it actually repeats on your homework. So if that's the case, just copy down this information. Your capture sheet may or may not have this to reflect on it. That is fine as well. So don't worry about it. Match up pattern B with pattern B. Match up pattern C with pattern C, okay? So the first one, if we're looking at figure 1 here, okay, I'm seeing that there is 2 boxes. In figure 2, I see that there are 5 boxes. I see this is 10 boxes. This is going to be 17 boxes. And what I notice is that I have a n by n box right here, and then I'm going to add 1, okay? Same thing here. I have my n by my n, and I'm going to add 1 here. Now, we could already figure out what our expression is going to be, but I don't want to do that quite yet because I want to use our skills of A, B, and C in order to know that. So if my figure, though, my length and my width of this area right here is a 4 by 4, which is my figure, I'm going to do a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's going to be my large one. And then I have 1 extra. Okay, and so this is what figure 5 would look like. Since I've already figured out how many boxes are in each one, I'm going to skip over 0 because we don't have a figure 0. We don't have one. But when x was 1, figure 1, this was 2, 5, 10, and 17. So I'm going to look at this and see that we're increasing by 3, then we're increasing by 5, and then we're increasing by 7, which is a difference of now 2. So if we're counting by 2s, in order to move backwards, I'm going to take my 3 and I'm going to subtract 2, which means I'm adding 1, right? This is a plus 1, plus 3, oops, I don't know why I wrote that 3 again. Plus 5, plus 7, plus 1, plus 1. So moving backwards, plus 2, plus 2. Moving backwards, we're going to subtract. So 3 minus 2 gave us that plus 1. We're going to then go 2 minus the 1, and that's going to give us 1, because 1 plus 1 gives me 2, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 plus 5 equals 10, and 10 plus 7 equals 17. So that's how you move backwards. We've got to keep with the same pattern. So 7, 5, 3, 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Once I know that, my A is my second difference divided by 2. If I'm looking at my second difference, that's a positive 2. So this is the same thing as 2 over 2, which equals 1. So my A value is 1. Moving on to C, remember C is our f of 0. And in this case, where x is 0, our y is 1. So C is 1. The last part is finding that B, and remember that's f of 1 equals 1 plus, not 1 plus, excuse me, A plus B plus C. And we fill this in. F of 1 is 2 equals A is 1 plus B we don't know, and C is also 1. So this is 2 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 2 plus B. We subtract 2. And so we have 0 equals B. So B equals 0. There we go. We have our 3 numbers here. And so we can write our expression. My screen is kind of hiding it. So we're going to do f of n. Remember the n here is what we're talking about instead of x. They're interchangeable. Okay, but this tells us that we're talking about our function is named f of n equals, if it's 1, we don't have to write the 1, so we can just do n squared. There is no b, no b, but our c is 1, so we're just going to add 1. And that's our formula. And if we talked about up here when we were drawing a figure, right, we said n times n, which is n squared, and then we added 1 block. So we could have done it both ways. So on your homework, I want you to draw the first figure, or the fifth figure. Then I want you to move to your capture sheet, fill out the chart, solving for your, when x is 0, your y-intercept. Solve for your A, your B, and your C. And then I want you to create your equation and write it back into the original paper. I hope you understand that. Please check out the other notes. There was some really good information there to help you through. All right.